I think having worked with a live composer put a different perspective on the whole competency of creation. Because if you want to do it properly, you are usually, you meaning the teachers, are usually too concerned about the technical aspect of composition. And that's what they emphasize with the kids. And some of the evaluation criteria is whether they have observed certain rules about formatting or note writing and so on. It's difficult to inspire, and it's difficult to evaluate creation. So I think having a professional composer makes, first of all, the task of the teacher a little bit easier on those two areas for inspiration and for evaluation, because he has set forth certain things that he is following and that he is looking for, and so that then becomes your domain to reinforce. And so I think in that respect, it was extremely useful for the kids. That's for their own composition, as far as turning in their motifs and as far as understanding the process. As far as being motivated, I think the fact that they had to perform their own composition, or what it ended up being a contribution to the mass composition of their own ideas, I think that was very enriching for them in two levels. A, because it was inspiring, and B, because they lived the experience. So they lived the experience from the creation, the pre-creation, to the realization. Now, when we have performance, we only have one aspect of that. We only have the recreation. When we have composition or creation, they only have that aspect. And if we play it, it's only for pedagogical purposes. It's only for to be evaluated, but it's not to actually live it, live the actual creation. So having the opportunity to be part of the creative process, inspired by a composer, and living through the interpretation and the performance of that final product, I think will stay with them forever. Because at least the years that I have taught at FACE, this was unprecedented. It has never happened before. And I think it would be very interesting if one were to ask those kids, find them, and ask them a few years down the road, what was their most memorable experience. I think I can vouch for the fact that they would name that as one of their most memorable experiences.